without Marshall Faulk, they suck. Remember? They still suck. She can't draft a squirt of piss. Larry Johnson is a joke. He's going to suck. I'm telling you right now, he is overrated. The only good thing about Larry Johnson's pick right now for Overdrive is that he has him in the 4th round. It's not going to be a first overall bust. Remember a few years ago, Ricky Williams was a first overall pick? He sucked. Who was last year's first overall pick? Who was it? It was LaDainian Tomlinson. That guy sucks. He's a 7-year fluke in the making. Well, let me tell you another thing. Even if Overdrive has a good Larry Johnson and a good Steve Smith, he still has to do 15 draft picks. And we all know the history of Overdrive with draft picks. Tell me the last time he picked lower than 4th. Never, ever did it. He sucks. It's going to happen again. Everyone's with him, saying how great his team is. Stop bleeping. How many Vikings did... Who in the right mind... How many fucking Vikings is he going to take this year? 11? 7? What is there, 17 rounds? So what are we going to say? 17 Vikings going to him? And what about the Dragons? Yeah, he's won 3 fantasy bowls. Really? His youngest player will probably be 34. All his players have to be on Viagra to perform. And I think that should be illegal. That's why I lost in the fantasy bowl. And the Bullets. Remember last year, right before the playoffs? Remember last year, he emailed everybody in that freaking on our computer saying, that he had a great team. He had Tomlinson, he had Palmer, and all this stuff. What a fucking ego that guy had. You freaking big mouth. Bah, 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 bah. No one likes a chatterbox. Nobody. Won't catch me running my fucking mouth. No, I just tell it the way it is. I'm in the fantasy bowl. Oh, by the way, I faced him in the last week of the season. I destroyed him. In the playoffs, the very next week, I doubled his points. He folded over. Now he's handing the reins over to the Jokers. I think I started out 1-4, while the Jokers started out 6-2. They didn't make the playoffs. I lost in the bowl. So who's the real loser here? These people are making fun of me every year saying, keep losing the fantasy bowl. Well, what else is new? You keep not making the fantasy bowl. I'm so sick of losing the fantasy bowl. If I get there this year and I lose it again, I'm retiring. Who I think the 4 playoff teams will be this year will be myself. Has to be. I'm losing the bowl. But who's going to be there? I would like to know who's going to face me. I had a magnificent lineup in last year's fantasy bowl and couldn't pull it off. I'll probably keep Gates. I'm going to keep Gates in the 1st round, most likely. Might do it. You know what it's like losing 7 fantasy bowls? You know what it's like? Well, actually losing 6. I'm losing 6. You know what it's like losing 6 fantasy bowls? It's not like jerking off with your left hand while your dog is watching you, yawning. Yeah, how many Vikings is Infineon going to take? That's what I want to know. They're going to have the #1 overall pick again. And then if they do this again, they're going to just do it again and do it again, and they're going to pick number one. He came on the season before, and he was a genius. He went into the playoffs. He lost in the playoffs to the Arsonists, I believe. Oh, no, wait, to me. He lost to me. That's right. I bitch slapped him, and then he got so freaking stupid, got Dante Culpepper in the 1st round last year, and just saw purple after that. We should have a fucking pool to see how many Viking players he ends up with, and how many ex-Viking players. It might be 10. It might be 14. It might be 17. This is Mick we're talking about. Running back and receiver and quarterback and defense, and then just stock up and don't worry about a kicker till the later rounds, and I'm just going to go for it this year. This is my year.
Dick Burns. You're kidding me.
He goes.
Matthew!
Take 2. Okay, hand it over to my buddies at PTI. Hey, Jay and Dickie B. Take it away, boys.
Pardon the interruption, but I'm Dick Burns.
And I'm, hey, would you blow me?
Take 3. Okay, let's start with my boys over at PTI. Hey, Jay, Dickie B. Take it away.
Pardon the interruption.
That wasn't me!
Pardon the interruption, but for Howard.
Hey, Wood. I'm Howard. Thank you, Howard.
Pardon the interruption for Howard. Howard, I'm gonna keep calling you Howard.
Hey, Wood. I can't wait till we start. Alright, Dick, first thing first. What? Alright, Dick, Mystics, real quick. What are they going to do this year? I'll tell you what they're going to do.
Matthew, do you have anything to say?
She goes, Matthew, everything she says.